And firefighters near Ruidoso tonight are cautiously optimistic, but many homeowners are still fearing the worst. Some of the people who lost their homes in the Little Bear fire heard the bad news today, but for many it is still a waiting game.
Officials have completed the count. The number of homes destroyed still stands at 224. The Little Bear fire has burned more than 37,000 acres. There are signs of progress tonight. It's 40% contained, and Highway 48 between Ruidoso and Capitan is now completely open. News 13's Nancy Laughlin begins our team coverage. She's live in Ruidoso. Let's get to her now.
Jess, that's right. As you mentioned, lots of updates to tell you about. To reiterate, Highway 48 between Capitan and Ruidoso now opened, and the Sontara 3 subdivision, that is now open. They're letting those evacuees back in, but this is still a very active fire. As you mentioned, it is 40% contained. Now, last night and today, they did what are called burnouts, meaning they're burning fields between the fire's edge and the control line. Again, 37,000 acres, more than 37,000 acres burned in this fire all week. They have had hundreds of firefighters and dozens of helicopters battling this blaze. They also brought in a very large air tanker, a DC-10, to help with this fire. But the people who remain evacuated want to know when they can go home.
The big question is, when can I go home and be safe? And I know people are working very hard to make those decisions. I'm very blessed in that I have a home to go home to.
We'll have to see. Right now I don't want to say too much about dates and times because those things change with conditions quite a bit. So we're getting closer. We're getting a lot closer.
And they are getting closer, but they are cautiously optimistic in all of this. As for the more than 220 families who have lost their homes, most of them do know by now, but they are getting personal phone calls from emergency workers to make sure that they are aware of what's happened. Back to you.
Okay, Nancy, we do know a little bit more about the damage at the very popular ski resort, Ski Apache. The flames did damage parts of the ski area, but we're told all of the buildings are still standing, and the resort will be open this winter.